Speaking of Chris Kehler and his energy tools, I'd say
they're pretty trippy.
I think you know where I'm going with
I do know where you're going because I've had some interesting experiences lately with him too.
How long have we been using his tools for the last week? I mean, during sleep?
Yeah, during sleep, probably, about maybe a week and a half.
A week or week and a half?
Yeah. For all those of you who don't know, we have what's called a sun ring and a neutralization ring. Mm-hmm. And they have different, functions. The sun ring is supposedly adds in the energy from the sun. Mm-hmm. And what's that?
That sounds good.
That sounds good. And the neutralization ring kind of helps to neutralize negativity and things that come around you. And you can also use it, to put under your plate or your drink or whatever to take out maybe some negativity from your food. I mean, you can use it in all kinds of ways. But yeah, we decided to start putting them under our bed when we sleep. And yeah, you've seen major changes.
I've been putting the sun ring underneath our bed.
Yeah.
And
I've had the neutralization ring under mine.
On your side, right?
I kill all the negative stuff and you bring the light of the sun. So we sleep perfect.
And I put the little crystal. You have your amethyst crystal underneath your side.
I do.
And I have my crystals that you bought for me for, what was that, Valentine's Day?
Your birthday.
My birthday? Mm-hmm. And I put that in the sun ring underneath the bed for the last few nights. And
You have noticeably been sleeping better. I've felt really good in the last month. I've been sleeping deep and really amazing. Mm-hmm. Yours seems more recent, but I feel like there has been a little bit of a change in me, even more. Like I'm sleeping all through the night and I feel rested more when I wake up. It's very strange.
Oh, so you're not getting up these days?
I'm not getting up. Occasionally, but not as much.
Wow.
Like it's very uncommon now when I get up, I'm bummed out like, oh.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I've been sleeping. I think the first night, I think I did it. It was on a weekend. So I normally wake up around 7, I think. And I slept till 9 or something.
You slept like a baby.
And I never sleep more than 8 hours. I usually get about 8 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. That was weird.
Yeah. And then I thought, maybe it's just a fluke, maybe. And then every day I go to sleep and I wake up, I'm just it's such a deeper sleep. And I'm sleeping for 8 hours too.
You don't get up to go to the bathroom?
Sometimes I do, yeah.
Okay. But you still just go right back.
Yeah, and it's funny because there are times when I would get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and then if I did that, I'd go back to sleep, and I kind of lay there. It'd take me a while to, I try not to, I don't know if you've noticed in the bathroom, I put the little towel, the hand towel over the nightlight. So I've been doing that. I've been going back to bed, and I just fall asleep like right away. And I don't know if it's the ring or what, but.
Between the ring and not having, I agree. I mean, ever since we talked with Sid Singer about the importance of sleep, my gosh, it's like I'm afraid to even have like a pinch of light. Like if I have to go up to go to the bathroom, I almost like walk with my eyes closed because I don't want to open them and even see like the moonlight, It's like, I'm in my zone. And I go back to sleep pretty good too, but.
So when you wake up in the middle of the night, if you do, and you see that I move that towel over the little nightlight.
Yep.
Since you're doing the same thing I'm doing, not trying to let light in your eyes, do you think to yourself, oh, that's convenient because I don't see it? Or do you think, what the heck is he doing?
I don't see, what's funny? I don't notice. Like I haven't noticed in the night. I just noticed it's dark in the bathroom. I thought, oh, he didn't put on the candle or the nightlight or whatever, the flameless candle. But when I wake up in the morning and it's light and I first go to the bathroom, I'm like, what the heck? Why is that towel like that?
There you go.
So there you go.
There always seems to be a method to my madness, doesn't
So that makes sense, yes.
Yeah.
I have to say with the sun ring, I've had a few trippy situations. You and I have been, doing our nightly meditations. Like we'll do our sauna, we'll watch, something on some documentary, something we're interested in while you do the Bellicon
and the energy tool, you used it last night, right? And it's
so that sun ring is really fascinating. You can put it between your hands. Same with the neutralization ring. I've done that but when I meditate too. You can put it between your hands and hold it like almost like in a prayer form. And that thing, oh my gosh, it takes about 5 minutes before I notice anything, but this energy surge, just like you feel like you're going through. I can only explain it like the feeling that you and I get when we go in the ocean and you bob around for a while.
Yeah.
And you come back and you lay immediately on the sand. And you feel like you're kind of spinning, like your world's kind of like, because you're used to being in the waves.
Right.
And it's that kind of like almost dizzy, kind of disoriented.
You felt nauseous
feeling.
last night, didn't you?
I felt nauseous along with it, but I felt this movement, like it was pushing me back, and it was strange, and I got this like nausea come over me.
How weird. And that was with the neutralization ring or the sun ring?
Both. I've had it with both.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And the last week I felt nauseous a few times using them, but definitely like that pull. And then the minute you lay it, next to you, and you're not holding it anymore, it kind of calms down. But then in the next 5 minutes after it's on the ground, you start feeling that again around you. So there is definite energy moving.
Does Chris Kehler talk about standing over the sun ring as well as the neutralization ring?
Yes, yeah.
He does?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because with either one of those rings, I get the same effect. I get a really deep sleep, but I don't feel it. Sometimes I can feel it when you stand over it, like he says. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if that's subconscious or if it's just kind of like I'm told that I should feel something, so I do. And I'm not sure if that's what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't feel anything when I have it underneath me when I sit on kind of on top of it when we do the meditation. I don't feel anything that way. But I do feel something when I sleep. It does feel like I get this really, really deep sleep. And I go to sleep super fast too. Really, really
I do too, and I didn't used to be that way at all.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard because I love these things and I'm going to continue to use them, but I don't know why, but on some weird level, I don't like to admit that they work. You know what I mean?
And you don't like to become dependent on them because then it's like, I need my ring to go to sleep. Because I travel with my ring now, so when I can, and I was like, oh my gosh, now they let me on an airplane, like, it's funny you become in love with these tools. Yeah, right. Throwing star, right to the jugular. I know what you mean though, because
I don't want to admit there's some level of where I just don't want to admit that that's what's going on, even though. It's really weird. I wish I could peel back the layers and figure out why I think this way, or if I really do, if I just want to come off this way. I don't know. I would like to know why my mind works the way it does, but yeah, I don't want to admit that it works, even though I feel like it does, but it does seem to be helping for sleep. Like I said, it could be coincidence too. Mm-hmm. I don't know, but for the last 6 days, I've been sleeping really deeply.
Yeah, I don't know what to think either. I feel like personally,
I've seen you use it and stand over it.
It's pretty weird.
It does. You look like Miley Cyrus out there. Twerking.
No, torquing, not twerking.
Torquing?
It will torque my body. I will feel a pull. I know I'm not making it up. And, yeah, I know what you mean. You almost don't want to believe it. And it takes someone else almost seeing it to go, am I crazy? Or is this really like moving me, like the energies?
I don't know. You could be moving it. And so like you could be kind of fooling me. I don't think you are though, but that's possible.
It's possible.
Yeah. Anything's possible. But
right.
I like to just kind of have a somewhat critical mind, but I have such an open mind that, I think it would come across as just like, oh, this guy believes anything this, people tell him.
Right.
So I do like to have some, critical.
Yeah.
Wow. And you had a good conversation recently with Chris Kehler, didn't you?
I did have a good conversation with Chris Kehler. Yeah.
For those of you who don't,
this week actually.
What's that?
A couple times.
That's right. For those of you who don't know who Chris Kehler is, if you're listening to this and never heard of him, he's an energetic healer. And you can listen to our shows we've done with him. I think we've done 3 shows? 3 or 4?
Yeah. I don't know offhand the numbers, but.
And his website is chriskehler.net, and it's CHRISKEHLER.net. And we'll put a link on this show page, but, you work with him, and he's great, isn't he?
I do. Yeah, he's caused we always say this, but he causes quite the ruckus within our Extreme Health Radio community. People, he's a very popular show when we have him on.
Yeah.
He's so interesting.
Yeah.
He's doing work. I know there's a lot of other people out there doing work like that too, but, man, it's the first I've been exposed to work like this, and I've seen some pretty dramatic results in my own life. And we do have a lot of people writing in going, what the heck just happened? Like,
we even turned our next door neighbor onto.
We did.
Yeah.
She's had many sessions with him, and he's brought up some very interesting things with her health journey. And he's doing some amazing work up in Canada.
Yeah, and he had you working with the
neutralization
ring, right?
The tools that he has that are, they're just tools to help in your journey alongside what he's doing on an energetic
level.
But my gosh, these tools are very interesting.
I want to get that. I really want to get that pyramid he's got.
Yeah, that pyramid's pretty trippy.
Wouldn't that be cool to keep in your bedroom or something?
Yeah. from what we're learning about shapes and power of, natural healing, things like crystals and what we're learning, man. I never thought I'd be learning all this stuff.
I know, right?
It's a journey.
You never think back and just think in your life and where life takes you. It's just amazing.
It is amazing.